What's up, everyone? So today, for the first time in a while, we're doing an Audi vlog on the old S4 here. There hasn't been many updates on the car. The only thing I've done probably since the last video is put on this duckbill style wing and took off my old one. That's about it though. Just sits in here pretty much. But let me get to the point. My car is currently APR Stage 2 Plus tuned, dual pulley setup and everything. And it runs really good. And I like the way it handles and the throttle response and everything, but you know, I had Jackal Motorsports on my B6 S4 and I really liked it, and they've really been ruffling up some feathers in the 3.0T world, which is what this is, 3 liter. And I reached out to Matt, and yeah, we're about to make this thing Jackal Stage 2 Plus tune. So if you guys have any questions about, you know, your Audis, Volkswagens, if you want to tune for anything, definitely reach out to Jackal Motorsports. Matt's the owner, super helpful, great guy. He's willing to give you guys a hand and help you along with anything you need. But I reached out to him, you know, we discussed some stuff, and I am going to be going Stage 2 Plus on this car. So what you're going to get is the Jackal flasher with the cord for your computer, and then since my car has the APR Ultra Charger, instead of repinning the harness, he actually makes these harnesses and you can buy them. So it'll adapt from APR's wiring to what Matt's software needs in order to program that Ultra Charger. And for people wondering what an Ultra Charger is, I'll show you here. It's pretty much an aftermarket throttle body you get from APR 034. In this case, this one's an APR, as you can see right there. But since they're electronically actuated and everything, the plug for these, like I said, the wiring sequence, it needs to be changed a little bit in order for Matt's tunes. So what we're going to do is we're going to unplug this, plug in the harness adapter, plug everything back in, and get ready for tuning. All right, in order to get to the plug, which is down in there, I removed a piece of my intake just so it's easier to get to. It has this little red tab on it that you have to actually push back and then push down right there and then pull it out. So then, I mean, you could put 2 and 2 together and realize that this end is going to the Ultra Charger, and then this end is going to that plug right there. So, and just for the sake of not making this video too drawn out, it's gonna be more of like an install and my personal opinion on the tune. It's gonna be more of that than it is a comparison. I mean, I'm gonna compare them, but I'm not gonna do polls in it and video that and get draggy times and all that. If you guys want to see, you know, the numbers that a Stage 2 Plus S4 puts down for APR, there's a ton of videos on them. Plus, every car is different, so you can't really compare them. Disclaimer, guys: if you have an APR Ultra Charger, you don't need that harness. But if you have the 034 version of their Ultra Charger, you will need that harness. After talking to Matt and trying to figure out what was going on, we realized that the APR Ultra Charger is pinned for the proper sequence, but the 034 is not. So if you have the APR Ultra Charger, you don't need that cable. Sorry, a little bit of a delay in the action. We had to figure a couple things out and I had to get my username. Alright, so once you place your order with Jackal, at the bottom of the order confirmation, there'll be a link to download the software. You're gonna have to download the software, and then once your cable comes in, you shoot Matt an email and he'll give you a username and password, which I'm gonna put in right here. Alright, once you log in, you'll see a few options: program engine, program transmission, program Haldex. In this case, I'm not gonna have any transmission tuning because mine's a 6-speed. If you had the DSG, then that would pertain to you. So I'm just gonna go over here into program engine, click on this. Please power up the ignition but do not start. Press your little button right here, turn the car on, but not on, and then it should connect. Alright, and then it's going to show you a spot, which I'm not showing, where you just put in your name and your email, click confirm, so then you're added. It's going to say please choose a binary for the controller below. So after you click on your production, you're going to come down here and select whatever tune you want to put on the car. Make sure you don't put on a tune that your car can't support. So if you're not dual pulley, don't put it on dual pulley. If you don't have an upgraded throttle body and so on. But I am stage 2 plus, dual pulley. I don't have an aftermarket high pressure fuel pump, but I do have an upgraded throttle body, so we're gonna select that right there. All right, so as you can see, stage 2 plus, dual pulley, no high pressure fuel pump, upgraded throttle body, and we are gonna click confirm. Now it should just start flashing, I'm sure. Oh, maybe I gotta click program. So the controller, client, the binary production, I'm sure that just means that this has to match the controller, which would make sense, and all those numbers do, so we're good there. Got the program in there, and we'll click program and let this thing start flashing. All right, once it's done programming, it'll say controller successfully programmed, and we should be able to get a first start here. So fingers crossed, let's do this. You can already tell it sounds a lot deeper. I don't know if that's the ECM trying to correct itself, but it usually goes right into high idle right away. Right now you got a real lopey, very low tone right now. Sounds pretty cool. I hear it changing a little bit, so it might be trying to find itself, but it might also be the tune. All right, now that it's warm, let's give it some little revs. Like, I don't know if this is gonna matter or not, but we'll give it a couple revs anyway. I can already tell it's much more responsive on the revs, actually. It's a lot snappier, and right there's not really any delay. I want to take off the road so bad, but it's too dark and there's too many deer and bear around here, and last thing I want to do is, you know, hit something. So as much as it stinks, we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow morning when it's nice and warm. Idiot, nice and light out. Well, it's another beautiful rainy day here in New York. Classic, because that's all it does. And we're gonna take the S4 out, but first we gotta move the Duramax out of the way so we can get the S4 out. But let's just admire how good this thing looks. I'm really digging the black wheels. I think it's a good look for the thing. Got the Instagram. But this video isn't about the truck, so well, let's unlock it first. This video isn't about the truck, so let's get this thing moved and get the S4 out. I also got to make sure I be careful because it's raining out, and obviously I don't want to go too fast with the car in the rain. But let's get it out of the garage and let's take it for a ride. Alright, so we got the S4 outside. It's looking mean as usual. So we're gonna let this warm up for a second, and then we'll take it up the road here. So right off the rip, the first thing I notice is the throttle's a lot snappier. I mean, supercharged, so it's instant, but there's no lag in the pedal. I felt like there's a little bit of lag before, so it's kind of instant now. You know, you're just sitting here, you just blip it. So, I mean, I noticed that right away, and I also noticed I'm getting a couple little burbles and pops on some D-cell, which sounds pretty neat. I'm trying to find a good place to get on it. Like I said, I don't want to go too crazy because it's raining out, and these cars are pretty quick once they have this work done to them. So, but let me try to find a straightaway. All right, I'm not gonna do a dig, but I'll throw in a second. We'll do a little pull right here. We got a nice straightaway. So here we go. Yeah, she pulls good. That's for sure. I'm in Mexico right now, just so everyone knows. So, and that's in kilometers. All right, we are back home after taking our little trip to Mexico to do a couple pulls here. And it's funny because when I left, my TPS light was on and then it just shut off, which is fine because it wasn't on before. I was like, you know, it's a little weird that it's on, but it went off, so that's cool. But yeah, so honest review right now. I'll give you guys an honest review after I give you a couple revs. Alright, honest review. So, I had the APR Stage 2 Plus on the car. I didn't put the tune on, it actually came with the whole setup. And just to recap, saw a lot of good things about Jackal's 3.0T tunes because I had them on my 4.2 V8 S4. Reached out to them. They gave me some numbers and everything, and I was like, okay, I'll try them. Went around everything, got the cables, got the car programmed. And just a side note, in the beginning of the video, I had a harness that I said you're gonna need if you run an APR Ultra Charger. Now, Matt and I found out last night when I was trying to, plug it in, that if you have the APR Ultra Charger, you don't need that harness adapter. If you have the 034 Motorsports throttle body, then you're gonna need that adapter. But if you have the APR throttle body, you don't need the adapter. Just for anyone watching this video. But first thing I noticed was it doesn't really go into high idle right away like it did before. Like you'd start the car before and it'd be, chilling, probably like 1500. And then I noticed that it had more of like a lope to it, more of like a deep throaty lope to it. And the throttle's immediately more snappy. Before you'd have a dead spot, it'd be like shwoom, now it's like whoom. But and I'm not even hating on APR's tune, it was a great tune. But I think the Jackal tune is superior in the sense that it's snappier. The car feels like it's more awake. I do notice that the car is faster. I wouldn't say it's like, crazy insane difference, but I do notice that the car is faster. But that's not even, saying anything because the car was fast before. So you take a fast car and then you make it faster, so, but all in all, I'm very happy with the tune. Very smooth, very snappy, increased horsepower. I like the little burbles and pops on my D-cell. That's pretty neat too. I didn't have them before. Just all in all, I'm happy with the experience. I'm happy with the tune. And Matt's a super helpful, cool guy. So if you guys want to switch to Jackal, reach out to Matt. He'll be happy to help you, happy to hook you up. Yeah, his customer service is second to none too. He's willing to answer any questions you have, help you out with anything. He could do custom tuning. He does all the main Audi platforms. And I believe he does Volkswagen, don't quote me. You have to look on his website. Visit jackalmotorsports.com. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Hope this helped you if you were thinking about switching over to Jackal, or even just if you have a stock car and going with Jackal. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.